Hi, Leigh George, Director of Digital Strategy at R2 Integrated. I have just gotten back from South by Southwest. I'm still recovering. And what I thought was really interesting was, to me, what the hot topic was, or was not. It was not a cool, hip, new app or technology. It wasn't a company. It wasn't a particular speaker. It was really the user. Your clients and your customers is what everyone was talking about. So whether it was in the sessions I attended or the people I met or trying to follow the torrent of posts on the Twitter feed, everyone kept talking about how important it was to put the user at the heart of your marketing strategy. Not to sell to people, not to push out your messages, but really to engage a user based on their wants and interests and to provide value. So one of the first panels or sessions I went to was a panel called Brandis Pattern, and there one of the speakers put it very bluntly and said, branding is like dating and companies have to kiss first. That it's really about reaching out and engaging with your customers and not ignoring them or just trying to sell to them. Also on that panel was a composer, and so he talked about Brandis Pattern in terms of sort of musical rhythm and how important it was to maintain a certain level of consistency so that you can promote familiarity and sort of comfort, but at the same time to do something unexpected that keeps people engaged. So again, it was very much the sort of human relationship metaphor to describe how companies need to engage with their customers. I also heard Nick Myers from Cooper talk about how the visual interface is now your brand, and he said something that we've been talking about a lot at R2I, which is a brand is not controlled by a company. It's really the culmination of experiences that your clients and your customers have with you. And so in that context, for him, user experience design is incredibly important because that's one of those experiences that create that overall brand impression. And a big takeaway from that session was he said, stop championing your brand and start championing your customers. So again, it's about putting your customers and their needs first. And then in a session called How Brain Science Turns Browsers into Buyers, one of my favorite speakers on that panel said that B2B does not stand for business to business. It stands for brand to brain. Again, talking about how to engage users based on their motivations, their desires, what they want. It's about telling a story, providing value, not selling. And then the last session I was able to go to was called Avoiding Bullshit Personas. And there, again, their approach to persona was very user-focused. So it was about finding that intersection between your product or service and what it does and what your customers' motivations and needs and desires are, and really building personas based on that. I actually spoke at South by this year, and my talk fit seamlessly into this theme because it was all about how to create brand advocates by anticipating needs. So making it more about creating an experience for your customer, reaching out to them before there's a problem, being proactive in terms of customer service, and not waiting back and waiting for something bad to happen before you talk to them. So I challenge you to go out and look at your marketing efforts, look at your brand, and do an audit and say, is this brand about my company? Is it all about me? Am I the person at the cocktail party that just talks about themselves and everyone runs away from? Or are you really engaging your customers and creating an experience that they find valuable and want to return to again and again? Thanks.